Hey lovelies, RetroHow here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, what's up? Make sure to subscribe because why not? Recently in the K-pop industry, I've been coming across really dumb dance moves in some choreographies that are pretty weird. So today I decided to compile these moves into a video. No need for a disclaimer because this video is just for fun. Without further ado, let's get started. I want to know who told the choreographers that it was a good idea to make this the killing part, because what on earth is it? Not even trying to sound funny, but I low-key didn't know what to even name it. Maybe if it was just a passing move in one of the verses, or even sandwiched into the bridge, I wouldn't have really cared about it that much, but the fact that it's bang smack in the middle of the chorus, and is supposed to be the killing part is so annoying, because there are so many other pieces of choreo in the song that could have been substituted for the killing part. The move is so awkward, and looks extremely stiff if you don't pay complete attention to it, and that's hard to do when you're trying to sing well and not sound flat at the same time. Another thing that annoys me is that the build up to the move is really good but then poof. Like yes girl, give us nothing. YG is lucky that Blackpink somehow managed to look decent executing this move, because I know that some other idols wouldn't be able to even make the connection from the previous move. Look somewhat quote-unquote fluid. For revenge, I hope YG's charger only works at a certain angle that's really uncomfortable to sit or lie at, so you get a neck cramp. Orbits, please put down the guns and look away from the dislike button. Hear me out. Do not tell me that you weren't expecting more from the chorus. Once again, it's the supposed killing part that is ass, yet the rest of the choreo slays. Like, shouldn't you prioritize the part that will be widely played instead of the bits everyone forgets, and aren't as catchy as the chorus is? A good dance for the chorus is needed even more for this song due to the fact that the chorus is empty, and is predominantly instrumentals with slight ad-libs, meaning they are able to put their full energy into it yet there was nothing for them to put energy into. The move isn't the worst thing I've seen, but the fact that it's so underwhelming is what makes me really dislike it. LOONA are obviously amazing performers, but when they perform this song I swear to God, the stage looks so dead when this part goes on, and their energy visibly reduces, because as I said before, what is there to really be putting energy into? I think this part could be easily fixed if maybe during the bit, all the members were moving around in a somewhat pattern, instead of the member in the middle being the only one moving. Honestly, BBC should just hire me already. This move is so questionable. I'm honestly confused at what is supposed to be happening. To break it down, it's basically breaking their backs whilst their hair is flying around. I don't even know how to describe why I don't like it. It just looks weird and I don't enjoy it. Okay, I actually noticed a lot of the moves in Loco have pops and shakes, which are just not my cup of tea. The dance kind of looks messy and not as clean, which kinda bothers me because since I'm a contemporary dancer, I'm really used to sharp lines and perfect technique, which is not something this move has. Most of you probably didn't notice this, but if you did you probably didn't care. But the other members facing backwards is kind of weird, because they could have just made them leave the actual viewpoint and seen if they wanted Ryujin to have her solo special part, or even make the members go lower than her as if to say that she's the elevated one making her special. You get me? I feel as though it's good to have every member facing forward, so that you can still see their facials and proves if they have good stage presence. I don't even know how to explain. I honestly just cringe when the move comes on. At least it didn't ruin Ryujin's rap for me because she ate it up and then snorted the crumbs. No, because what in the world is this? It's giving me very much 2018 stanky legged vibes and I'm not here for it. I was honestly about to learn the choreo and then they decided to pull out that move and I got a refund. It's so freaking awkward I'm sobbing. Imagine being at the back and just seeing asses shaking in her face like, How do they not scream? I will be honest. In my opinion, Mixx is not a group that can be particularly remembered for their dancing skills, meaning that they're not the best dancers in the industry, and I hate to say it, but they don't look good while executing the move. For the move to look good, your legs have to be together before you start twisting them. One hand has to be in the air, and these details aren't something you're gonna remember whilst literally singing your heart out, and trying to smile and smirk at the same time. The whole concept of Mixx is cool and all, but just because the whole point of the song is being different doesn't mean you have to be different in a bad way. JYP, I'm gonna need some answers as to why you set my girls up like this. The way I cackled when I first watched them perform 11, and then they suddenly got on the floor and started riding their bikes. The problem with moves performed on the ground is that actually getting into the correct position to execute the move is always so messy, due to the fact that you have one member in front doing their bit and then the rest of the group behind them, scrambling to get to their places in time, and it's so distracting from the person that you're supposed to be looking at. The move is extremely easy to get wrong by over-rotating, pushing your legs too far, or even just not cycling your legs wide enough, which must be so weird to do on a stage with so many people watching you, and your skirt riding upwards. It also causes injury easily if you come down too hard from the reverse push-up thingy. And to even back up my claim more, there's a video of my girlfriend Eugene falling on her back and you can obviously see her scrunch in pain. As I briefly mentioned before, their outfits are a big problem because when they're performing it on stage, their skirts coming up is almost inevitable, and their undershort thingies are gonna show, and that is even worse because there's a literal 15-year-old in the group, who bear in mind is literally in middle school, or just starting high school. Starship, do better. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know down below if you would want a part 2, because I love complaining and expressing my dislikes. Make sure to like and subscribe because why not? Have a good day.